Hey, Miche here from the Spoonbinners Cafe. Yesterday I woke to some surprising and disheartening news. Let's just say it sparked fear and disillusionment in me and a lot of other people, a lot of speculation, mostly negative images of the dark side of humanity gaining ground, casting its shadow near and far, freedom's lost, irreparable damage, destruction of Earth rather than protection. Certainly nothing moving in the direction of a newer, higher vibe of humanity, and I felt despair creeping up around me, which for me, with a long, long history of deep depression, could be a precursor to feeling paralyzed in my life and sunk. So that set off alarm bells in my head and my depression early warning system. Time to change direction. So, as I've learned to do from past experience, I shut off the stories that my mind was creating. I stopped reading other people's fears and stories. I took a few breaths to settle myself and tap into my awareness of the more that I am, that we all are, divine beings having a human experience. I remembered other times in my life when I felt deep heartbreak and a crushing despair, times where my heart felt broken wide open, and I had two basic choices: to sink into the fear and the pain with my heart and my sad energy leaking and spilling everywhere, or stay open, stay present, feel the feelings, but without adding extra story or stacking them with every other hurt or loss, past and present, like some huge pile of rocks. I could allow more light and more love to pour out of my broken, wide open heart. Sink or stay open. I chose the latter. There were still tears and fear and sadness. What changed was my energy, my perspective, my intention and attention set on love and light and compassion. That deep heart of me knows we are so much bigger than our circumstances, beyond feelings, beyond story. I went quiet for a moment, and meditating, I asked my higher self, the greater me, to lead the way and bring the greater view. And so the hard stuff didn't look quite so enormous and impenetrable. It no longer loomed like jagged rocks and boulders cutting off the view and possibility of seeing anything else. And now those obstacles and dangers were surrounded and steeped in bigger love and a bigger sense of connection. The hard stuff didn't disappear, but now it felt softened, its impact dulled, and seen as part of a greater whole. Like a simmering pot of stew, those boulders, as nasty as they were now surrounded and diluted and soaked in this broth of love and peace, divine grace. Even if that accomplished nothing other than helping me feel a whole lot better, which it did. And that's one more person feeling more peaceful and inspired to, as Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. When we hold our hearts in that light, when we build that vibration, we become that energy. We send out that energy. We are that broth. It heals us and sends healing out through the universe. So here I am sharing this with you, inviting you to see if this resonates for you. My heart is broken open with love, exuding love, emanating, radiating love, spilling love and light out like a fountain, rippling far and wide. I know it takes practice to open or keep opening over and over again because it's not our natural response. And I know it makes a difference. And I know that when we join our hearts in this kind of intention and action, the power of it multiplies exponentially. We don't have to send it off with instructions. We just hold the stance of higher love and let love itself do the work. I know it's easy to go into assumptions of doomsday outcomes. What if something else entirely were possible as a result of this breaking down and breaking open? This morning I thought, what if this has all paved the way for this country voting in a black woman president to change the course we seem to have been headed on? What can love do? Really, what can love do? As part of my commitment and intention, I'm leading a weekly heart expanding, vibe uplifting meditation. It's a combination of guided visualization, energy work, and silent meditation, bringing together committed, open hearts to raise ourselves exponentially and flood the air and blanket the planet with love and well being for ourselves, for each other, and for the world. Meditations will be online every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. You can message me, comment here, email me for the link. Let's get cooking. Thanks for listening. My heart is filled with love, sending your way.